on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to go over the best free 94 overall playoff cards for you guys to choose, because right now in MUT 22, you can get one of them for free. We'll show you how, and then we're going to break down all of the best cards that are in that free fantasy pack to help you guys make a decision for your MUT squad. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you feel like it helps you out, make sure you help me out. Click that thumbs up, shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos grow. And if this video was recommended to you, or you were searching around YouTube for MUT 22 content and you found my channel, you definitely found the right channel for the best MUT 22 information. Just make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well, so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Now, speaking of additional videos, earlier today on my second channel, and yes, I'm going to promote my second channel as well, I recommend you subscribe to this one. The link will be down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. We like to upload bonus MUT videos over there, card reviews on some of the newest cards. So if you guys are wondering if a player is good or not, you can find those videos over there. But there is a way on February 4th to get a secret 95 overall NCAT card for free. And we put out a video on the second channel earlier this morning, so go check that out. Also, in a little while, we're going to drop a second video on that channel going over the best options, the best team to use your predictor tokens on, so you can get some free coins from this MUT 22 playoff promo. So again, go check out the second channel, link down below in the comments section as a pinned comment. Now, we do have a brand new house rules that went live yet again today, and I hesitate to call it brand new because it's college playoff overtime, and that's the same thing that we've had for the last 3 weeks of this promo. Unfortunately, EA has just not really given us any type of change to this breakdown of this house rules. But the good news is you can earn a free 94 overall playoff fantasy pack. Now at 5, 10, 15, and 20 wins, you are going to get some coins, but the main goal that we want here is at 25 wins, you're going to unlock this fantasy pack. Now, it's updated, meaning that it's going to contain all the 94 overall playoff cards from part 1 of this promo, all 4 of the part 2 playoff promo 94 overalls, and now today we got part 3 that dropped, and we got 4 new 94 overall playoff cards. So there's a total, I believe, of 14 cards in this pack. What we're about to do here is go over all of the cards that I think you guys should be picking up. There's still a few from the first release, a few from the second release that I think are worth going over again, and then we'll cover all 4 of the new cards that came out today. Let's start out with release number 1, and the first card is going to be tight end Jared Cook. This is the card that I picked on my No Money Spent squad. I still think it's worth picking up if you need yourself a tight end. Now, Darren Waller Team of the Year card came out earlier this week, and I think that's the best tight end in this game. But this is like a very budget version of him, right? 92 speed compared to Waller's, I think, 94 speed. But he is 6'5", Waller's 6'6". And he just gives you everything you need, aside from the 74 run block, which isn't terrible. He gives you everything you need from a tight end. He's tall, he's got good speed, his catch and catch in traffic at 92 are both good, and the mid-route running being at 92 is good as well. If you can afford to put AP on this card, red zone threat is not a bad option, but I typically don't use abilities on my tight end. Now, the second card from the first release that I still think is worth it, I was kind of down on this card when it first came out, but the more that I look at it, for a no money spent player, it's still a solid option. I'd say probably top 15, top 20 cornerbacks in the game, but I would only pick this card if you desperately need a cornerback. If you're just looking for best player available, this is not the one. It's Stephon Gilmore, man-to-man coverage archetype, 93 speed, 6'1", so he's got good height. Solid speed. A lot of the corners we're seeing right now are 95 speed. I think we saw one with 96 and Denzel Ward on the Team of the Year promo. So he's getting a little outdated for speed purposes, but he did play on a couple theme teams as well, so you can get him for that purpose. 91 agility, 94 excel, man coverage at 94, zone at 90, and I like the press coverage at 94 as well. If you run a lot of man, this is a good pickup, but I think even at 90 zone, that's still going to get the job done. Not a bad card. And then the third option from the first release, I still think is the best card out of everything that we're going to cover. All of the releases. It's left tackle Taylor Lewan, 93 strength, 94 awareness, 94 pass block, 91 run block. He's 6'7", 309 pounds. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record to a lot of you that watch my videos on a regular basis. Shout outs to y'all, by the way. But these types of free fantasy packs are a great opportunity to build up your offensive and defensive line where you can spend your coins on the skill position players, your quarterbacks, your halfbacks, your wide receivers. So don't waste your coins on offensive linemen when you can get this left tackle Lewan for free, and he's one of the top tier left tackles in the game right now. So let's move on to 2 of the 4 cards that came out on release number 2. And the first one that I still think is worth picking up, probably the best wide receiver out of all of them, is going to be Mike Evans. A lot of wide receivers in the 95, and we saw Justin Jefferson and Jalen Waddle with 96 speed that came out this week. 93 speed, a little bit slow. I think that's the theme of all of these cards, is that they are a little bit slow. You're going to need strategy items and team chemistries to boost them up. But Mike Evans at 93 speed and 6'5", you can't teach height, right? That's what they always taught me growing up because I was short. 91 catch, 93 catch in traffic. Spec catch is 96. That's a little bit underrated there. You want to put deep out elite on him. It is 2 ability points because he's a physical archetype, which is the worst archetype for all wide receivers in the game. Short route running at 89. We're not too worried about that. Mid at 90 and deep at 93. Just a solid card. Best wide receiver to pick out of this whole bunch. Another one from release number 2, halfback Deebo Samuel. I like this card. I haven't used it, but I faced it a lot. A lot of people are out there rocking it, and he's given me trouble. He's given me a lot of trouble. So 94 speed, he's a receiving back archetype, which means he can get backfield master for 1 ability point. That gives him a 4 additional hot routes, better route running. It's my favorite ability. If you're a passer, you're going to want to use this. It's my favorite ability on running backs is what I was saying. So if you're not a run first player, you pass a ton, this is a really, really good pickup for you. Only 86 break tackle, 81 trucking. Those just aren't going to be his strengths, but he does have 87 catching, 92 agility, 94 acceleration, change of direction is pretty good at 92. Like I said, I just like the archetype, the speed, the catch. If you like to pass the ball, if you like to run the ball, we're starting out with the 4 new cards that came out today, and we have a running back here in Leonard Fournette. Again, all of these cards a little bit slower than the meta cards right now. 93 speed for Fournette. But I like this card because he gives you 94 break tackle and 94 trucking. And that's just really good. He's going to run people over. He's just naturally going to break tackles. The catch at 75 is super usable. Like, he's still going to catch a lot of footballs. Most of the time, players, even in the low 70s, are not dropping wide open passes. You might be, you don't want to throw it into traffic with this guy, but he's going to catch the wide open passes. 95 excel. The agility really stinks at 85. If you can put bulldozer on this card, he's going to get those good truck animations. This is the best running back if you like to run a lot. Deebo's going to be the best if you're passing a lot. Next card from the new drop today, Amani Hooker, 94 overall, strong safety, zone archetype. I'm not going to spend much time on this card because it's just not worth it. At strong safety, the majority of you probably have Cam Chancellor boosted all the way up. Hopefully you've been watching my videos and you got yourself that Isaiah Simmons, whether you got him from a make right or you bought him outright. He's the best strong safety in the game. And of course, we're going to be able to earn that free Derwin James from the MCS, which is a 96 speed strong safety. So unless you need this card for theme team purposes, it's just not the move. Only 93 speed, 5'11". He does have good zone at 94. Hit power 86 is respectable. 88 man coverage makes him almost balanced, but he's not fast enough and he's too short. Let's move on. Gabriel Davis. Boy, did they shaft this guy. 4 touchdowns in 1 game. I know that they lost. Definitely was not his fault. He did everything he could do, him and Josh Allen, to try to get the W for the Buffalo Bills. And what do? They reward him with a terrible card. We're going to compare him to that Mike Evans we talked about earlier. Mike Evans, way better. 6'2". I thought he had potential coming into this, knowing that he was going to get a card because he's tall at 6'2", but they only gave him 93 speed as well. They could have bumped it up to 94. Where this card really loses me is that his catch and catch in traffic are pretty low at 90. I mean, for a 94 overall card, you want to see those in the mid 90s, just better than 90. But then the route running is just awful. Short route running, 88, mid 88. He does get really good deep route running. I would prefer here 88, mid route running to be bumped up a little bit. He does have a better archetype than Mike Evans. It is deep threat, so he can get that deep out elite for 1 ability point, which is really glitchy. But if you're trying to get a wide receiver and these are your 2 options, Mike Evans is the way to go. They totally disrespected this Gabriel Davis card. And the final option of the new cards and this video that came out today, Rashan Gary. I think a lot of you are going to look at this card and probably pay it no mind, but I think it's actually pretty good. just like I said with Taylor Lewan, great opportunity to build your offensive and defensive line. And though he is a left outside linebacker, power rusher archetype, this is a really good card to both stop the run and rush the passer here. 89 speed, I wish that was a little bit higher, but you know, lack of speed on all of these cards, it is what it is. I still think it's usable because if you take a look at the two outside linebackers that came out from Team of the Week this week with Bosa and Joey Bosa, that is, and Robert Quinn, I mean, both of those cards had 89 speed as well. Now, granted, you know, Bosa had like 97 finesse move, I think, but still, this card gives you two of the big three well above 90. 94 block shed, helps against the run. 94 power move, also helps against the run and the pass. The finesse move is 80, but I think if you take a look at like that Robert Quinn, his finesse move is only 79, but you know, the Robert Quinn gave you 96 power move, 96 block shed. It's only 2+ better, whereas he's got 94 for block shed and power move. So I don't think this card is that far off from that Robert Quinn. Same speed, pretty similar attributes when it comes to pass rushing. This is a pretty slept on card, and if you need a pass rusher, I would recommend Rashan Gary. I think my top three, if I had to rank them here, we're probably still going Taylor Lewan #1, halfback Deebo Samuel #2, but I'm going to sneak this Rashan Gary in and say he's the third best option because I just love building my defensive and offensive line from free cards, especially on my no money spent squad. You guys let me know who you're going to pick down below in the comments section. Hopefully this video helped out. Thank you so much for tuning in to another one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.